Hello. Should have tried to tidy that one up a bit. What we got here is, forgive that terrible start. Hit record again. No, we're carrying on. It's ATC Control Greenlight. Most of the ATC games that we've seen exploding onto the scene in the last few years basically suck. So we're going to see if this one's any different. I've just installed it. I've given it a 10-minute run through so I at least understand the basics. Now you get to choose a few different airports. We'll have a look at those in a bit. But for now, suffice to say, here we go. All right, so this is the view. I'm zooming out as much as I can. We're here at YSSY. Yankee Sierra Sierra Yankee. For those who are into your flying games, you'll know full well that's Sydney, one of the main airports in the world. Looks like we got a couple or few RNAV points dotted around the edge of the screen. We've got Optic, Cordo, Ordale. Let's call that one Boise, Canberra, and Nobar. Now, first thing that was obvious to me, there's no SIDS and stars on this. People come to their final waypoint, which are the RNAV fixes you see there, and then that is it. From then on in, it's radar vectors all the way down onto final. In other words, it's down to us as controller. Next thing, we do not have a global view of where these guys are, which is like really bad for an approach controller, especially when we're talking here Sydney. You see these little green circles? These are basically radar stations. And as these aircraft are not within these green circles, we don't get to see them at all. We just see this little thing of where their last known position was. In other words, if we get a guy checking in an Optic and for some reason the fixes have all got a radar station attached to them, if a guy checks in at Optic, we're going to see him for a little while and then we're not going to see him again until he comes all the way over here and here, and we are responsible for what he does during that entire time. So, you know, not entirely convinced about that aspect of it. What I really like is the map layout overall. I love the altitudes here, the MSAs, so letting you know, you're not flying them into there. And this is, I think, one of the few maps where we just have one airport to deal with. I'm, of course, new to the game, so I don't want to be dealing... I noticed some maps have 3, even 4 different airports that you're responsible for. We also get departing aircraft to control as well. They basically just tell us when they're not lined up, but basically holding short, ready to line up and go. And it's just a single button to say yes, depart off whichever runway. There is some sort of instantaneous telewarp, for example. If you've got an A320 size type aircraft or a 73 saying it's ready, and here we can see the active runways are the ones that are highlighted. Basically, the aircraft, you can choose any of these 3 runways, and as soon as you say take off, it's as if the guy is instantly teleported to the threshold on any of those runways and just floors it at that moment in time. So again, swings and roundabouts. Let's hit it, and we'll start off real time. The sounds that you're currently hearing are the game sounds. That sort of weird choir sound. It's not me. I'm sure there are settings there to deal with, but we'll just leave it as is for now. Alright, so taking a look here, we've got our first aircraft, and looks like it's a Dreamliner that's going to be transiting through. Boeing 787-900 series, destination Cordo, which is kind of... Alright, he's requesting to pass through at 8,000. So I guess we just let the guy flow through, right? He wants to go Cordo. And in fact, here we see him coming. So this guy, not interested in using our airport. He just wants to come through. Now, as soon as he enters this little green, or rather this larger green rectangle, we're basically responsible for the guy. And if he wants to go direct Cordo, as soon as we see him, I'll tell him to go on his way. Of course, you can customize headings and so on, or you can give aircraft these very specific RNAV fixes. Now, you'll Those of you that fly will know there's a whole bunch more RNAV fixes all the way in. They don't just cease 30, 40 miles away from the airport, but alas, those are not simulated in this game. There does seem to be the option, basically, when you get points to buy RNAV fixes of your own. Not gotten to that stage yet. We'll have to see how that plays out. Can also compress time, so we'll go ×2, seeing as there's not much. And here we go. All right, so we've also got departure here as well. It doesn't actually give us their end destination. Instead, it just gives us the first waypoint, what would basically be after your SID, right? So in this case, this guy wants Boise. He wants 18,000. And because he's a smaller aircraft, and we see there the A320, we can shoot him off any of the 3 actives. So 07, 16 right, 16 left. Well, it would make sense to shoot him off 07, and then we can just swing him round. If we shoot him off either of these, he's going to go all the way round. So I think these would be quicker for us and him. So we'll shoot this guy off 07.
6, runway 07, you're clear for takeoff.
I did hear something about clear for takeoff there. And so if we speed up time again to the ×2, and I can shortcut these, it would seem, buttons 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, and 1 being normal time. So let's go ×3, just so that we can start speeding up to where there's a bit of action. All right, so here's the A320 that's just shot out of 07. And as far as I'm aware, it's just going to continue straight and level. So we're going to click on this guy. Clearly, we can see this is where he wants to go. Boise, they're highlighted. We can tell him here as well. We could even issue him somewhere he doesn't want. Now, he wants 18,000, flight level 180. I see no reason why at this stage we can't clear him right up there. So let's do that. I'm going to give him full speed. A320, you're clear for the high-speed climb up to flight level 180. Direct Boise. Have a good one, see you later. And easy as that. And there we can see dude swinging around is on his way. So we'll deselect. Let's compress time a little bit as we're about to get this overflight that seems like it's felt forever in coming. I know why, because he's out of radar. All right, so let's see if we can we even select this guy? What? So we don't even got radio communications when they're not in? That's ridiculous. Transits, this guy. All right, I'm going to tell this guy. Well, I can click on him here even though we don't see him. He wants to go direct corridor.
01 heavy, proceed direct corridor.
On direct corridor, even though I can't see where you are, he was asking for 8,000 feet. Well, let's give him 8. I see no reason why not.
Descend at maintain 8,000.
Down to 8. So he's going to be somewhere around here, but again, heading down south. The A320 there up. All right, we've got another guy that looks like, what's the situation here? So this is a larger aircraft, only suitable for 16 right, so the longest runway. So with him, what's that, 113? Well, shoot off.
143 heavy, runway 16 right, you're clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. Where does he want to go? Also Boise, and he wants to be up to 14. This is a 7.4 heavy, Queen of the Skies, the newer one. For some reason, only asking for 14,000. Well, that suits us fine because this guy is 18. So those are going to be well deconflicted. So we'll wait for him to shoot off and then we'll give him a direct as well. Looks like the next guy's stacking up, ready to go also. And here he is. So let's give him his. We're still waiting. Can't grab him just yet. Come on. It's not letting me... And looks like we've got another transit over here. And he's about to leave that radar station. Where does he want to go? Direct Odale, which is over here, 18,000. Well, let's clear him.
One heavy, quick line and maintain flight level 180.
All right. Oh, finally. Okay, we got this guy. So it looks like after the initial climb out, you can't control him, which kind of makes sense, right? It's usually about 1,000 feet, something like that. All right, he wants 14,000 Boise, so that's going to deconflict with this O'Dale guy. So yeah, we'll give him 14, full speed ahead, and go proceed direct Boise. Now this guy here at 8,000, we'll have to keep an eye, check that these don't get too close. This was the guy, of course, that was coming through transit in here, direct Cordo. Traffic's starting to speed up now. Is this another guy here? Yeah, he is. Wants another one on 16, right? So we'll... Hey, what's that? Right-click departure procedures. There are no procedures. Okay, well, you best just shoot off. Maybe SIDS and stars is something you get to unlock. If we click on the... where are we here? Deploy, here you get to see it. So, you know, it looks like we need to spend 2,000 points in some regard to issue a new waypoint and 20,000 for a holding fix. You can see the problem here. So this guy is not hanging there. He's somewhere here. We just don't get to see him. He's between radars. And again, since when do our fixes have radars? It's the magic of gaming. All right, speeding up time a little bit. And what do you know? We've got someone over here. Who's this? Transiting through. Where does he want to be? Canberra at 17. Well, that's nice that they've done that. So far the westbound flights have been even. The eastbound have been odd. That would be as in real life. So 17. Yeah, 17. He's already at 17. Proceed direct Canberra. We've got one coming in here. All right, so our first arrival. Qantas 172, another Dreamliner, currently at 15,000, speed 270. So I'm going to drop him down to 5.
172 heavy, descend and maintain 5,000.
And I want him basically to the middle of this radar fix here. So we'll give him about, what's that, about 40 degrees. Okay, and then we'll hit there. So okay that. So he's going to be dropping down. We'll ask him to reduce 240 as well. All right, so here's this guy that was transiting through that we've lost for this gap between radars. Again, this... I'm not keen on the massive holes on radar. I mean, certainly next to a massive international like this. I mean, these huge gaps everywhere, and this here is atrocious, especially over the sea. I mean, your radar would see for miles. It's, yeah. I guess it adds to the challenge. Now here we can see Qantas, we see his destination there, we see his altitude bleeding off, currently dropping through 13, speed 250 down for 240, and we can see that taking place there. Aircraft descending and reducing speed all in one, and usually they do one or the other, not both, but we'll let that one slide. These departure tees looking good. I'm sure... here we go. This guy. All right, 16 right. He's going to be unhappy. I feel he is slightly delayed. Yo, jeez. He was ready to go. Surely not. Hang on. What's the time here? He is saying 107. He is 0614. What's the problem there then? This guy due into land at 0052. It's currently 0614. All right, so a bit of a mismatch there, it would seem, with the times. All right, so here's this guy departing. Let's pick up the pace. All right, here he is. We've got him. He wants to go direct Cordo now. Bearing in mind this guy's Cordo as well. All right, he's going to be well out of pace. What does he want to climb up to? 16. Okay, 16. Well, you can have 16, full pace, unrestricted climb, direct Cordo. Have a nice flight. Ta-ta. All right, so this arrival now coming into radar here. Got to make sure these guys deconflict. Cordo down there, so we'll swing this guy right. Of course, making sure he doesn't come outside of the radar zone. I'm not sure what the minimum separation distance on this game is. We'll have to see. Looks like we've got an Airbus Neo coming in from the top there. Another one passing through. All right, let's pick up the pace. This guy is down to 5. I'm going to ask him to drop down to 2. You need to have, guys, the aircraft at 2,000 and I think it said 160 or less by the time you get them onto these extended finals here. I had one guy that was just 200 feet over and it spun him off automatically. So you've really got to have them right on the numbers. Otherwise, it's, yeah, you know, they're just going to spin them, which is not nice. This guy's about to pop into range. This guy, we'll give him the... we'll keep him up to speed. I don't know, actually. I think we should slow him down. Not entirely sure how long it's going to take. We'll give him 150. Just to make sure we can comply. Oh, it's going to stick him onto 3. It's obviously not going to be. All right, Wolves. It's the other way around. When I was just trying this a minute ago, it was opposite runways. All right, so I'm going to give him something over here that when he comes here, we'll set him up for 07. So let's give him about something like 300. Very precise on the headings. Perhaps rounded off to the nearest 5 degrees, I think would be ample. All right, so this guy, did we deal with him yet? O'Dale, he wants 10. Currently he's at 18. All right, we'll drop down to 10, direct O'Dale, and make it snappy, thanks. And this guy, Camber, he's on the way. He wants 17, he's got 17, so that's fine. He was the other Dale guy. He wanted 18, he's got 18. You might as well pick up pace so this guy don't ram up you behind. Yeah, so this Qantas guy is settling in at sort of the right height, the right speed momentarily, so he should be good to swing on to 07. I'm just thinking he's going to pop off radar here, he's going to pop on here. We're going to have to be very quick for this turn to final. May even be worth giving him a few degrees left just to widen his turn, so I think that's going to be my plan. Just give him a couple more degrees there.
Qantas 172 heavy, turn left heading 296.
Calling himself a heavy, so as a Dreamliner, he's must be carrying a lot of stuff. Usually on arrivals, they're going to lose their heavy status. I guess departure, clearly they will be. Depends how much fuel and whatnot they use. What's this guy? Cordo 16. What's he got? 16 Cordo. Well, I'm just trying to think. So why is this guy purple? We got departure. Okay, so we got one. Have we got another one ready to shoot off? Well, apparently so. Qantas 963. What's this guy? Boeing 71-2. Been a day or two since we've seen one of those. Surely must be a cargo flight. Antiquated piece of machinery. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll shoot him off 07. I think we've got time.
07, you're clear for takeoff.
Of course, this guy we intend to drop in on 07. I think we can afford to speed him up just a tad while he transitions through here. It feels like this game is missing some kind of, like, imagine if the aircraft that you haven't dealt with yet is flashing in some way or something like that, because as the screen fills up, it's going to become increasingly difficult to figure, hang on, which guy have I dealt with and who's just cruising around lost? So far, not immediately obvious. I mean, all right, purple's you're departing, blue's you're passing over, and green is your arrival, but I guess, you know, if names match, that's it. We'll see. All right, this guy, Camber, well, there's nobody in his way. Now, does that match with that? Okay, it does, yeah. So here's his request in 150. All right, well, 150 on your way. Camber, have a nice flight. Another guy looks like he's passing through 15. He's got 15. Again, the reason I'm giving these guys speed is to get them out the airspace quicker, right? The slower you got people passing through, the more of them are going to start appearing.
All given port 12 heavy, increase speed to 3, proceed to left camera.
Yep. Yeah, so this guy climbing I like this. They're climbing at 250, which is what you'd expect while they're below 10, despite us clearing him up to 350. All right, here's this guy passing through. So once again, let's get him to slow down.
Reduce speed to 140.
Let's give him a 90-ish degree right-hand turn.
Turn right heading 031.
And let's set him up for runway 07.
Clear to land.
Hopefully he's going to grab that. May have to tighten up the turn a little bit. We shall see. I'm not sure what the sort of limit on the grabbing finals is. Had some crazy approaches on VATSIM in my time. I mean, some controllers, don't get me wrong, they bring you up right on the needle, but some of them, I guess it's all down to experience. I mean, I'm certainly new, day one here. Looks like he's grabbing the final. Anyone else? This guy looks like he's on leaving. This guy, Camber 15. Yeah, we're just be nice to see something. He's O'Dale. He's going to be... Oh, he wants 10, and he's at 10. All right, our next arrival then, Qantas 619, Airbus A330, 18,000. Well, give him these runways, so I think initially... I'm not sure why this compass heading seems a little bit off. That may be the magnetic deviation. You'd expect 270 left. It's actually 257. 270 is all the way up there. What to me looks like about 280, 285. Either way, let's give him 270 and I hope he pops out. Best not, had I? Let's give him I want him to come left. Let's just say left. Come left.
Qantas 619 heavy, turn right heading 2.
Of course, he's going into our blind spot, so absolutely, I'd rather him hit here than up here. All right, what's this? Next depart is ready. Oh, you actually hold it. Oh, I see, it's not ready yet. All right, let's get this guy out. This guy's all good. I'll tell you something, there is something weirdly relaxing about this game. I've played 3 or 4 different sort of versions of air traffic control game and they've all been really bad. I mean, some you can see they've tried, some are more cartoony and, you know, tower based, as in you sat in the tower. But this one, you know, you're certainly playing the approach controller. For some weird reason, you've also got the ATC control when it comes to takeoff. Although weirdly not the landing, you're just setting people up on final, which is exactly what an approach controller would do. You've also got the options up here, I was noticing, to actually draw circles and lines. So if you feel, you know, like you want a little bit of help here, it's nice to, to have that option, certainly. I found the circle one was, over here. It's kind of weird, but yeah, there we go. Alright, so our custom circle here. Now, where's this guy? I'm sure I've said, yeah, you can take off. I have no idea what the problem is. Maybe he's just not due yet, but again, and the time... Or does that just mean minus 57? Oh, I see. Okay, so it's due in 56 minutes It's like a countdown timer rather than an actual time. Fair enough. Well, we're coming up to half 6 a.m. I guess the times here are when they want you to have them passed on through. So, for example, Alpha November here, we had another 26 minutes to pass him through. And now he's out his grade off. Fantastic. I assume we get some sort of payment or points or something. Well, yeah, here we go. Look at this. We got 1,941. Okay, so it's a reputation style method. And apparently at 2,000, we can pop a waypoint down. I'd really like to set up a waypoint somewhere where we can get arriving aircraft through. Maybe somewhere like here. We'll have to see if that's possible. All right, here's this guy we'd popped through there from Noba. He needs to drop right down. 2,240 on the speed, please. And yeah, he's never going to make that there. So right under.
Turn right heading 327.
And we'll try and skirt him around the edge of the radar ring here and set him up for 16 left. Anyone else who has yet to be dealt with? What we got here? Camber, 15. You've got 15. I guess, what's this? China. Guessing he wants 13 direct optic. He's got 17, so we'll give him 13. We'll give him optic. See you, China. And then we've got, who's this? CES. No idea on what that call sign is. If someone at some point can let us know. He wants to be 11 direct optics. So China at 13, he can go at 11. That to me suits. You're going to be deconflicted.
Maintain flight level 110.
Alright, so best not let this guy go too far. We've also got 659, so he's now under our control. It's another Queen of the Skies. By how many Boeing 747s are there in this region? We'll give him 270. And we'll ask him to drop down to 10. And before this guy leaves, we'll bring him left hand now. He's continuing to descend down to 2, but look at this, he's still at 13 and change. I'd like to know, is the vertical speed a fixed rate? Because if it is, clearly the way to manage this is just to give him min speed, but we shall see. Tell you what, let's find out.
140.
Don't leave the
Turn left heading.
Come on, come back in. This guy's direct camber, and he's okay. So these are well clear of one another. Anybody else? Well, these guys are all ways ahead. It would like an hour off. Let's pick up time a little bit. Now he's still at 10, so we've got a long time. So let's give him.
Turn right heading 266.
All right, and now this way.
Turn left heading 118.
Not the best way to manage traffic, but I guess if you've only got the one guy, it can be done.
Turn right heading 258.
Tell you what. Keep that turn going. Keep it going, Qantas. Come on. And here's his pal. All right, you best drop down to 2 as well. Reduce speed 190 and come left 10. And this guy, all right, see if we can get him rigged up for the final. Looks like we got the next guy already coming in from Noba. Is everybody coming in from Noba? I guess that would be the US. Transit in. Just check this guy's got what he wants. 13 optic he has. This guy wants 11 optic. Well, they both got what they want. All right, back to this guy then. Yeah, look at that. So he's on speed, he's on height. So what we'll do now is give him a sort of a visual in.
Turn left heading 167.
And we'll clear him for, let's give him 16 right.
Runway 16 right, clear to land.
And with a bit of luck, that's going to be our first guy in. Right, this guy here is second. He's dropping through 7.5 at the minute. Also down to 2. And again, speed, as far as I'm aware, needs to be 160 or less. Otherwise, as we've said before, they'll spin off. And again, the altitude discrepancy. It was something like you had something like 100, 150 feet to play with. When I tried it earlier, I had one guy in at 2,200 and it spun him off also. So it's, you know, you've got relatively tight margins, which I guess is nice. It's a challenge. And we'll stick this guy in on 16 left. Next guy here, we get him down to flight level 50. Even though it's 290, he should drop down to 250 once he falls through 10 anyhow. And once again, slight right-hander. If nothing else, just to get us as much as possible here with the radar. Because it's you're shooting in the dark, really, giving these guys orders when you can't see them. Alright, so this guy, if we speed up a bit. Yeah, look at that. He's heading straight for a 16 right. Very nice. We've got over 3,000 now, so we'll try by one of those waypoints again. Not sure. This guy at 3860 might be able to chuck him straight in without any shenanigans, which would be nice.
150.
Yeah, 150 is fine. I think we've got it. So let's give him down here 177 and oh, he's insisting on 16 right. Okay, so 16 right must be the longest of all the runways. Well, maybe a little close to the previous guy. So let's just give him, I'm not entirely sure again on the distance, but it's been an age since I've heard the mobile phone at all interfering with anything at all. Electronic, what's going on? Alright, just a little S turn. Alright, and you can now turn to final. Of course, this one being the 7-4. And let's set him up. 16 right, clear to land. Alright, this guy, A321, which is the stretched A320. He's at 5 at 250. Alright, carry on down to 2 and reduce. Yeah, you can see, look, he's assigned 290, but because he's below 10, he's 250. We'll give him permission to drop down to, well, let's give him 190. Let's try and keep things moving here for a while. In fact, maybe 240 is the best option, and we'll start giving him a very extended base leg.
Turn left heading to
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I quite like the controls as well. You imagine your left hand's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the speed, and your right hand is just, you know, clicking on the aircraft. It'd be a nice touch if you could click on an aircraft and then just right-click somewhere or to give them an order, but alas, that is not the case. It's just, you know, you just can select aircraft and that is it. All the orders are then carried out on this lower bar. Again, would be nice to see that implemented. Anybody ready yet on the departures? Well, 46 minutes it would seem. Where's this guy? He wants to be direct Boise at 10. He's currently at 13. Well, we'll give him 10. We'll give him Boise. We'll give him full speed, assuming he can even get that far.
Proceed direct Boise.
Alright, another guy pass. Oh, that was that guy passing through. Who we got here? Nobody yet. Alright, another arrival. Hang on, where's this guy? I don't want to forget this guy. And he can go any runway, so we'll give him, I think, 16 left. Just to check it out, so we'll get him to reduce speed. I'm going to try hitting a 16 left now, see what'll happen. Will he vector himself in? It's worth checking. Or do you have to put him right there? Of course, all the others have had like 10, 20 degrees off. right. Look at that. He's vectoring himself in. So I guess if you get people ballparking the right place and there's no queue, even though they're 90 degrees off, you just clear them right on in. Speed dropping. I hope I haven't messed that up. Again, they need to. I think it was 160 or less. All right, the CRJ7, I guess the 700. United Airlines 189. He's at 15. Well, he's over the area there. We'll ask him to drop down to 5. We'll see if we can get him on runway 07. So I'll ask him to drop down to 240 as well. If he's too high by the time he gets there, we'll just swing him around for 160. Oh, we could just give him a 360 and do what we did before with that first guy. Everybody else looks good. Checking this guy here, and perhaps a little close for comfort there. Again, he needs to be 160 before he gets there, and it's looking very close. Ah, we've just made it. I had like 2 or 3 knots to spare. That was 99%. Look, 1%. Well, we've only landed 1 aircraft prior, so yeah, it was 100%. Look, was that. Pack 'em, rack 'em, and stack 'em. Who saw that? All right, so this guy. Yeah, he's dropping down. Yeah, he's still way too high. He's 7,000 odd feet. Speed is at 240. So I'm going to ask him to reduce to final approach speed, and we'll give him a 360 when he's a little closer. Anyone else? And okay, so this guy popped onto our control space and immediately fell out of the radar, but he is under our control. He's Boise, wants 18, so he's already at 18. Let's just give him Boise. Yeah, and make it snappy because we can't see yet. All right, let's give this guy the spin. So to make sure he turns the way that we want, I'm giving him less than half.
United 189, turn left heading 285.
And then once the turn's underway, I'm just going to monitor and keep turning the guy. By the way, these turns initiate super, super fast after giving the order. You know, in real life, it would take the guy a moment or two just to reach the heading switch. And then he'd have to wait for the autopilot to start the aircraft banking. And yeah, this is, well, again, one of those things where arcade gameplay favors realism. Let's
turn left heading 1.
Keep the turn going. He's now at 5.
Descend at maintain 2000.
I didn't realise I'd asked him to stay at 5. Come on, keep coming down. Now we've given him 2. And again, the instant vertical speed. This guy that was direct Boise, again, we gave him his orders while we couldn't see him, and he looks like he's passing over. We've got another guy coming in. I'm going to drop him straight down to 2. I see no reason why not.
2000.
Speed 170, that's fine. Keep this guy turning.
189, turn left heading 106.
I may still be a little too close, I'll tell you what. Because he's got to lose another 2,000. Well, we'll see, we'll see.
Turn left heading 073.
This guy, I'm thinking just extending his leg a bit, is track miles as you'd call it, to make sure he can get down to 2. We'll also reduce him, we'll give him 150.
Reduce speed to 150.
Again, not that I want him there longer than it has to be, but it seemed like it gives him more time to descend. Less crazy moves. All right, this guy's well below 150. He's got 1,300 feet to go.
United 189, turn left heading 0.
And this now, as you can see here, is real time. So that obviously we've got pause, we've got real time, 2, 10, 20, and 100.
Turn right heading 05.
900. We'll have to see. Thing is, as soon as I clear him, I then lose basically the ability to control the guy. And if he gets there over 2,000, he's going to, again, as we said a million times now, get spun off. And that's going to impact my rating. So I'd rather keep control of him until it's obvious he's at 2. I can give him a a little spin if I want, but he's got 400 feet. I'm almost sure he's going to make it. Let's clear him in 07.
Runway 07 clear to land.
All right, let's speed up time some. We've got this guy in here. He's down at 7.5. Departure in 36 minutes. Transit in. United Airlines. Yeah, look at that. He's grabbed it, so nothing there. We've got him. Alpha Victor, November 645. That must be this guy. He's about to enter our airspace. Just going to see if I can sort the audio out. Getting a little sick of the thing. Not yet heard the alarm. Let's have a... Alright, we'll turn that up a tad. There we go. Alright, let's sort our own music out. Let's continue. There we go. Yeah, so that's this guy hooked up. This guy still... he's got 3,000 to go. He is down at speed, though. May just extend his base a tad and then give him an S-turn back in. Again, for a couple extra track miles, that should have him on. Now this guy here, Alpha Victor November 645. What's that when it's at home? Well, it's another 7.3 max. YSSY. He's at 11. See, once again, no reason to drop him down to 2. We'll drop his speed down to 190. And yeah, continue proceeding direct in there. That looks like we'll have him here. We'll give him perhaps 5 degrees or so just to get him on here. Hopefully we can stick him right onto 07 as well. All right, so this guy's about to pass through, and to me looks like he's ripe and ready for. Let's give him 16 left.
Runway 16 left, clear to land.
Quick blast on 4. What is actually that? Times 20, we're at times 10, so yeah. And then it's times 2. All right, so this guy, where's he at? Well, to me, that I'm no qualms about that. He's going to be ripe and ready for 07.
Turn right heading 0, runway 0.
We'll give him a minor, you know, a couple hundred yards on the track, and yeah, set him up. This guy, he is, yeah, he's going to be landed and clear before this guy. Certainly down to minimums. All right, so we got, yeah, so that guy, yeah, so basically once they're set up on final, you can see they get handed off. So again, you can only control them up until that point. And looks like, where's this guy? Oh, so we got 432 coming in. It's another 74-8. He's at 16. Didn't notice this guy entering the fields again. It's a good job we got the arrivals board down here. Shortcut Z. All right, and yeah, oh, I like that. You can rearrange them. Very handy. Right, well, this guy, yeah, he's completely set up to 2 at 140, so that's all said and done. We're going to have to wait for this guy to appear. I do want to drop him down to 5. You see he's up at 16. We'll slow him to 240. And we'll wait until he appears on scope here. Perhaps we'll ask for a few more degrees to the fattest point of the circle with regards to this guy. In fact, just curious actually, what sort of heading would we be looking for? And there's your answer, 302, which by sheer coincidence is what we gave him. That didn't seem to work, did it? Or am I missing something? I guess not. Alright, never mind. Okay, crazy. Alright, looks like another one down there. This one 320 Surely we asked him to descend. Apparently no.
State descend and maintain 2000.
Well, you best get down there now and reduce speeds. I'll set up 240 as well. Okay, so this guy there clearing in good as well. Let's try then. I wanted to set up one of these points. So let's have a little look. Hey, how come now it's costing 8,000? What the hell? That was 2,000. Where is my new waypoint anyway? I'm not even seeing it. Who knows? Alright, so the Queen here has landed in. He's down to 5, 7.3. A little ways to go then. We'll continue him straight up. No doubt, yeah, he is insisting on 1.6. Right, just like the others, we'll keep him on that track. Looks good. Down to 2 whenever you are able. Qantas 432. I'll see you in a minute. So this guy, yeah, he's going to shoot right on through. So let's give him a hold. Manually.
Turn left heading 296.
I mean, what a shame that you can't just give him a hold. Again, what you really need is, I guess, a couple of final approach fixes. Of course, I guess that would make it so easy it would be boring, but it's, of course, in real life, they've got approach fixes all the way up to the hill. Alright, who's this guy? I'm wanting to say Thomson Airways, but I've not got a clue. He's in a 777 wide body. 15 wants to come in. Well, drop down to 5.
Heavy descend and maintain 5,000.
And yeah, continue heading. I will see you in a bit. I don't know, the voice sounds on the game seem a little quiet, and again, they were maxed out on the options, you know, compared to the music and whatnot. On the alarm, of course, we've got our own on now, just because it was the same one tune over and over. Alright, another guy, 73-8. He's at 16, wants to come in. Well, drop down to 2, speed 140, and it's starting to get hectic. The Queen here is down to 240, so you drop down to your min landing, which happens to be 150. And we'll swing him round for 1.6 right as soon as he crosses over a little further here. Alright, we'll give this guy left-hander, and then we'll rig him up for 0.7. That's the A320. Does help just knowing the very basics about a plane. Of course, the smaller to medium size use all 3. The larger ones just use the 1 runway once you've got that down. Kind of helps to just know that without having to look. He did that turn quick. Almost on a dime. What the hell? Ha! He did a 180 in about 5 seconds. Alright, well, with that same expeditious momentum, you can proceed towards 0.7. Tara. Alright, so here we got the wide body. He's cleared down to 5, so that ensures there's no confliction here, which is great. Queen. I was tempted to clear him in, but there could be a potential conflict there with the 320. So we'll give the Queen a little hold this way. This one's still descending. We'll look to rig this one up onto 0.7 as well, so we'll have him pass more or less over the field. He's still well high. Right, we got more and more guys coming in. This, once again, antiquated piece of equipment coming through here. He's still up at 12. I'm going to give him 3 just so he remains deconflicted. Worth knowing these shortcuts here as well, it would seem. 3, down you go. I'm not sure if 500 feet is enough to class deconfliction. Either way.
Turn right heading 030.
And this guy also willing to accept any runway, which is nice. Just want to make sure, yeah, he is clear for 0.7. Thompson continues up there, and I'm going to give the Queen a left hand, and once she's completed that, she can rig herself up for 1-6 right. And the Thompson here, assuming that's what it is, Thompson Airways can do a left hand 270 descending corkscrew. You don't want to talk about that too much in the conspiratorial circles, because of course you've got first timers well capable of doing that and performing. Let's leave that one there. All right, so the come on, this guy is all but set up and established. I am gonna get this guy 1-6 right, in you go. And the Thompson, as soon as we cross there, tell you what, we can set him down to 3. We'll drop him down to 2 as soon as we're satisfied these are not conflicting. We got more guys. He just wants to pass through, so what do you want? And I'll just give you it, because I just hope for the best. Cordo. Is it Cordo? Cordo at 16. Well, there's 16. There's Cordo. If you could pick up the pace somewhat or do your best, Tart. Your compatriots might appreciate it. That was funny when, what was he called? New York Kennedy Steve or something. And he was talking to someone who was apparently dawdling on the taxiway, and he goes, if you wouldn't mind picking up the pace there on Alpha, I'm sure your compatriots would appreciate it. Yeah, of course he didn't talk like that. He talked with his thick New York accent, but yeah, Kennedy Steve. Certainly were, you know, there's a bunch of YouTube clips of him. Some of his funny commentary over the year. All right, so this guy wants no bar at 13. Well, he is at 13. There's direct no bar. This one wants what does he want? Is it Cordo at 19? Is that it? No, he wants 14. Yeah, so you do have to hover over to even see what they want. All right, well, 14 Cordo, and I'm just hoping that some of these deconflict. All right, this guy clearing for 07. Thompson drop down to 2 and swing back round to the left. Queen has grabbed 1-6 left there. I guess we could have parallel approaches, so by the time the Queen slides down there, the 738 here should be fine. Right, this guy's down to 3, so that's going to keep him deconflicted with this guy. And he's actually leaving our area, which is, well, the radar area, so we need to bring him back in. Looks like this guy is at full pace. Is he at 210? I'm sure we give him everything else he wants. O'Dale at 18. He's at 12. Well, off you go. Everything, and get out of my sight. Another one here. What's he want? Cordo at 16, and he is at 16. Well, we'll give him Cordo. He's up to 14. He wants, what's this guy want? No bar at 13. He is at 13. Well, no bar. And do what you can to get out of here. Hang on, is this guy... Oh, we've got an A380-8. He wants to come in. All right, well, you best drop down to 5 then. Reduce speed to 190 and remain on freak. Thompson cleared 4. Yeah, you can set yourself up to 1-6 left. Now this one here can drop down to 2 and reduce speed 150. And start tightening up a tad. Want us 670. And everybody else looks like the front and back match. So I'm assuming they've got what they want. Arrival, he's been sorted out. We've got JST. What's Juliet Sierra Tango stand for? Who knows? And it's another Dreamliner. And now coming on screen, good job these are 2,000 feet aside. All right, right hand turn, got to make sure he doesn't turn into, oh no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Depth star.
Down you go, drop down to 5 and make it 6.
Descend and maintain 6.
Reduce 190 in all.
0.
Alright, the A380 swing round. That's gonna...
4,
Hang on, no way!
3, 0,
The A380 can land on all runways, but the 7-4 can only land on the long one. That don't seem right. Alright, Qantas 670. You is, I repeat, is clear for land runway 16, right? Because we is speaking proper English down here.
Canton 670.
Right, and the 380, yeah, down to 5. You can continue on down now to 2.
Descend and maintain 2000.
This, whoever this guy is, reduce speed 170, and he can drop down to 3. That should keep these guys deconflicted, assuming I forget with my attention elsewhere. And down. All right, so we got 8,000. Can we put one of the... Hey, what the hell? Now it's 10,000. What is going on? Hang on. Departure cancelled. What? 4 minutes. What the hell? All right, well, shoot this one. Can you shoot?
9, runway 07, you'll clear letter takeoff.
I didn't realize these guys were so close. All right, so that's 07. And we'll have to try and make sure that we get this guy. As soon as this guy pops on screen, we'll shoot this guy off. There he is. Yeah, kind of an instantaneous. Mind you, we are at ×2 speed, but still a little instantaneous, yeah. What was that, about 15-20 seconds after we cleared him for takeoff, he pops up on radar. I mean, maybe it was an F-16, we don't know. But I don't think so. Now, it's a Boeing 737. Right, he wants to be no bar up at 11. Well, we'll give him 11. We'll give him no bar and full pace. And see you later. The Boeing 71-2 is all rigged up. Speed's looking good. Qantas A380 is going to be on profile by the time we're there.
343 heavy, turn left heading 203.
We'll give him 150 and we'll give him 16 right. I see no reason why not. Another 07 departure. And then this one, Qantas Flight 829 is limited to 16. Well, come on, I'm hitting depart, and why am I not seeing it? Or do you just sort of get the departure? I mean... Well, come on, you're going to have to start shooting off or this guy's going to get upset. He's about to come on to final. Anybody else? JST. Where's this guy? I think I've lost track of one. I'm not seeing him. I'll tell you what, let's give him 16 right.
I'm heavy, descend and maintain 2000, runway 16 right, clear to land.
And we'll have to try and keep track on the dude. We'll ask him to slow down as well. We'll just have to keep, again, because this is the thing. When you've got this real patchy radar. I mean, has Sydney seriously just got a crappy radar like this? I mean, it would appear like the station's out in the sea somewhere. And again, as we've discussed, that somehow these ANAV fixes have got radars attached to them as well. The magic of, right? The magic of. Alright, so these both going towards no bar. Him at 13, he wants 11, so those are going to remain deconflicted. That's fine. Oh, here's JST 585. Appearing on scope. So actually, I don't think we did make a mistake. He was. We were just waiting on him to come through from no bar. Okay. Why are these guys not departing? Nah, best not actually, because this guy's in on final. But does this mean he's ready to go at 5? Or, you know, how's that work? Looks like we just got one in. We'll shoot off when you're ready. Or is this us asking Tower that, you know, we're ready for another departure? Who knows? Well...
Canton 403 heavy, runway 16 left, you'll clear letter takeoff.
Alright, so why did he clear this one off 16 left and not these other two guys? Is it because we cleared the other one into land? I'll tell you what. Right, this one's up. Let's give this one 16 left. Who knows? Right, Qantas 403. He wants O'Dale. He wants it at 14. And he's in a 330. Well, he can have it. O'Dale,
403 heavy,
14,
increase speed to 35.
unrestricted speed, see you later, ta-ta. And this guy, all right, so we've got 543 coming in, he's at 17, and he wants us as well. All right, let's drop him down to 2, and,
maintain 2000.
right, let's see if we can build that waypoint. All right, let's click on it now before it disappears, and we can, look at that, we can customize it. All right, well, clearly, somewhere over here is going to be useful, and possibly even a parallel.
481, runway 16 left, you'll clear letter takeoff.
All right, let's pop it there. Fantastic. Okay, do we get to name this? How does this work when it's at home? QLHDF. Well, I'm going to try and pronounce that. He wants O'Dale at 8. Well, you're at 18. Proceed direct O'Dale and... Fine, you can go 8. I don't see any reason why not. This one wants O'Dale at 14. He's on his way. This one wants Cordo at 16. Well, up you go. Cordo, unrestricted. See you later. This guy wants O'Dale at 18. He's a 738. Well, 18. And we'll give him... I'll go and give him 300. O'Dale, see you later. Alright, so this guy passing through. We'll swing him round. Do you know what? Let's try our new custom point here. Does say I can't give him custom to my point. How do I tell him to go to my... What's the point in adding a waypoint in if I can't tell him to go to the waypoint? All right. I see it in the end of the day. So we got routes, custom waypoints, holding fixes. Do we got routes? No routes. No holds. All. Well, I guess, yeah, all. The insta turn, continue dropping down to 2. Reduce 190. O'Dale, he's happy. He's passing through. Anybody else? Departures. Well, shoot off 07.
Millennium 751, runway 07, you'll clear letter takeoff.
Can we shoot these off at any moment? So, well, we'll wait for him to appear. We'll shoot this off 16 left. We'll see how it happens. Even though it's 6 minutes early, we'll see. Just waiting for this guy to appear. There he is. All right, 16 left. Let's see. Oh, it seems to be. I wonder up to how far ahead of time that goes then. I was trying to clear guys off before, not realising that -1 hour meant you've got an hour to wait rather than this clock up here. All right, Qantas 543, coming up to 8 a.m. Things starting to look busy. You reduce speed to final approach speed, and you are cleared on the... let's give him 16 right.
16 right.
We'll give this guy 16 left. And we will see caution parallel approaches are in operation. Aircrew authorization required. Do let us know if you cannot proceed. All right, I've handed off the blame to them. Oh, you're overshooting the center line. I said parallel. All right, so this guy. Oh my God, we've got our first Cautions. Sort yourselves out, pilots. Collision alert. Well, oh, jeez. Okay. Fix it. Fix it. So it looks like based on the minimum separations here that we cannot have parallel approaches. We saw those rings were quite large. In fact, let's see if we can get some sort of idea on that ring size. They were about that big from the center, weren't they? So let's say 2.5 miles. I'm going to say it was 2.5. How long? MLN 57 turn 9.
Turn right heading.
All right, you can right click and give headings. Okay, so just figuring that out now. MLN disregard, proceed direct boys. 16.
And maintain flight level 16.
And get out of here. Right, this one. He wants optic at 13. Well, 13, optic, full pace. See you later. This one's already set. He's climbing. Anyone else? Those are both not disregarded, but handed off. This guy's passing through. Wants optic at 15. He is at 15, and he's got optic. See you later. Looks like we got British Airways, the first one. What's he in? A319. He wants Boise at 18. And looks like the British Airways is the first one. What would appear to be... Oh, no. We can start off the first. I got excited. I thought we can shoot them off any of the 6, but apparently not. All right, well, we'll have to wait for this guy. Or we could give him 16 right, just because I guess you can shoot them off. Let's try British Airways. It's 22 minutes. Okay, so won't depart at 22. So I wonder what the threshold is there. Everybody else looks good. And the arrivals, well, time to speed up. Hang on, he wants... Oh, no, he wants 13. He wants 6. Oh, right, they've all got what they want. Right, RXA, whoever you are, where does he want to be? No, but wait, we'll shoot off 07.
Left 690, runway 07, you're clear for takeoff.
Right, another collision alert. Where's that? Okay, does that just stay lit because we've had one? I guess so, until I click it. Management F3... So it's like our performance here. Airport. Well, I see we can open and shut different runways. Do we got to change that based on the forecast? Well, on this forecast, it's all good. So whether we have to change it or not doesn't need changing. And, oh, these are all the flights. Okay. Here's our custom waypoint. Oh, we can rename it. Fantastic. Let's call it something a little more friendly. Something like, let's call it Brain. It needs to be all caps, needs to be 5 letters. Can we give it 6? No, we can't. All right, Brain it is. Let's shoot this guy off 07 as well. Speedbird, right. This one, he wants no bar. He wants 15, and he can have it. 15, low bar, up to pace. See you later. Right, as soon as Speedbird appears, we'll give Qantas 301 permission to take off. He wants no bar as well, so it's going to be a 07 to keep things nice and simple. Right, here's the Speedbird 319. He wants Boise. And what does he want it at? 18. Now we got to be aware that there's a couple of guys potentially passing through here. So let's proceed that way for now. You can climb up to 18.
Climb and maintain flight level 1A. Increase
You can pick up the pace and we'll be back with you shortly. All right, so all these guys passing through. We've got Delta. He wants Optic up 15. He's got it. Pakistani Airlines, I guess, or Airways. He wants 8 to Cordo. He's at 13. They can drop down to 8. We'll give him Cordo. American wants Optic at 15. He's at 17. Well, we'll drop him down to 15.
Descend and maintain flight level 150.
And yeah, proceed direct. Optic. Pacific. He wants Cordo at 18. Well, I'm getting a lot of Cordos here. This one wants Cordo at 8. All right, you can have Cordo at 15. We got this guy here at 15. Well, proceed direct Cordo. And let's just roll the dice. Hang on. What am I talking? 15. He wants 18. Well, you're clear to go. All right, hopefully that's all the transits gone sorted. Arrivals. SIA. Oh, I'm going to have to think. Is it Singapore? Who knows? That looking. I guess I should have my little cheat sheet printed off on the side and just rattle off every airway from anywhere in the world, all however many hundreds of airlines there are. Pretend I know them all when really I only know about 10. All right, so this guy 501 to Sydney. Well, proceed direct Brain.
Singapore 501.
Drop down to 5.
Maintain 5000.
And speed 190.
Reduce speed to 190.
Seeing as we don't got you on the scope. And I think everyone else here sorted. This guy, oh yeah, we delayed his vectors to Boise. You can proceed on now. British Airways, apologies for the delay. Resume climb, flight level 180, unrestricted. See you later. By the way, you've got a long ways to go, aren't you, if you're intending on flying back to the UK here from Sydney in an Airbus A319. Good luck with that. I'll coordinate rescue services in a couple of hours when your tanks run dry. Picking up the pace once more. Any departures ready? Well, let's shoot this guy. Qantas 301 off 07 and 963. Where does he want? He wants Optic. So if we slow down, Optic down here. So you may as well shoot this guy off 16 right.
Canton 963, runway 1.
And the no bar guy, he wants it at 15, right? Well, you can have 15, no bar. Speed, well, 220, guess he's a prop. Delta Hotel 8 Charlie, yeah, it's one of those little things that carries about 5 people that can land on a dime. What's this guy? Optic down to 7. Well, he's been given direct Optic in case I hadn't already. Doesn't look like. The others looking good. Departures. This guy, let's... what's this? Voz. He wants Cordo. I guess 16 right would be suitable as well. Optic then. Direct Optic. 15. And unrestricted climb. Get out of here. Alright, so here's our arrival. He's proceeding direct to Brain. We'll ask him to drop down to 2, reduce to 140. 160. Alright, so he's a larger. He's a A350-900, so the ultra long-range Airbus carbon fiber, interestingly, with a higher approach speed than either the A380 or the Queen of the Skies. Although that said, despite the high approach speed, happy to take any runway. Now we'll keep an eye on that descent. As soon as it looks good, we'll clear him in. Meanwhile, we've got another extended 321. We'll drop him down to 5 then, and also ask him to proceed direct Brain, and then we'll start backing and stacking. Meanwhile, we've got points. We need 18 for another and I've fixed, so that will... I'll tell you what, actually, this game, it makes there being, if you want to call it, a point to landing and collecting points, if nothing else than to just put more points down. Of course, I don't have points, right? Alright, so this guy here, Voz, what's that, Vietnam, I don't know. Either way, 738 wants Cordo. 14, well, you can climb to 14. And Cordo. And speed. Alright, so who we got here? The 321 there, shooting through brains, so we need to give him a 180 at this point. To the right. And if we do lose him, we'll give him another direct to brains. Meanwhile, this guy is all rigged up. We'll give him 16 right, clear to land. And we'll get Voz here, optic, shooting off 16 right.
Runway 16 right. You're clear for takeoff.
And we'll give this guy a slight delay. It's going to bring him into the proximity here. We'll wait till we see him and we'll shoot him off 07. Everything else there looking good, as far as I can tell. All right, dropping this guy down to 2, speed 140. And once again, direct brain. Right, this guy's appearing, and we're going to have to be real quick on the departure. 0 delay, 07 clear for takeoff. Oh, all right, so the SIA, what's the problem here? All right, so we give this guy clear for takeoff. Are you serious? He takes a 10-mile final, and I'm not allowed to send anyone off on a... Jeez. All right, so this guy's got spun off. Let's send him over here, right-click. And then once this guy curls in round the back, we'll give him... same again. All right, this guy finally appearing. A320 wants camber at 17. Well, take your 17, get up to speed, and bugger off. You messed up my flow. This guy wants optic at 15. Well, 15, optic, get up to speed. This one's at 18, so all of that should deconflict. This guy wants 15 as well. He's currently... What's his situation? Is it... Oh, he wants down to 7. Yeah, go on then, down to 7 direct. He's already on optic. This guy's disappearing. We'll send this guy back up here. This guy will bring through. I don't want to clear this guy for land just yet because... Yeah, let's clear him in. Let's give him 16 right. Hopefully he can sort himself out there. And then this guy that got spun will get sorted as well. Hang on, what's this? I thought perps were departure. Is this had some sort of emergency or something? Well, look at him. He's descending down to 2. Why is he purple? Purples were departures. Well, he must be a mayday, surely. Well, he's not declaring it, but I mean, what's he doing? Let me just try issuing him departure again. 14, Cordo, full speed. I mean... Did I have him clicked when I intended this guy?
Jetstar 643, runway 16 right, clear to land.
It's kind of tight, but I'll have to see.
Singapore 501 heavy, turn left heading 272.
We got the Qantas here. Alright, he wants to drop down, so I'm going to give him 5 for now. 140 direct brain.
Bravo Romeo Alpha India November.
Not Bravo Romeo Alpha India November, it's brain! Alright, this guy, He wants camber at 13. He is at 10. Well, up you go to 13. Speed as well. Full pel and direct camber. Ta-ra. Okay, this guy over here is happy. Needs to be... Alright, somewhat obvious when you got him selected. I'm not sure what went wrong down here. Okay, this guy is still way out the way, so let's rig him up for... actually, just before I do, we will set him up for final. We're looking for a departure. 07 off your shoot. And apparently not. Okay, so maybe it is about 20-25 minutes. I guess there's not yet time. By the way, for those maybe joining late, we are currently at ×2 speed. ×1, it was just a little slow. ×2 does seem to be a lot of challenge. Let's rig this guy up again. Let's give him, I'll tell you what, just to vary things up a bit. 1/6 left. And this guy passing over in the hold is clear to descend down to 5. As soon as we see he's safely over the top, I'll drop him down to 2. And that can take place now, down to 2.
237, descend and maintain 2000.
I will wait till he gets a little bit further round up there, and I think we'll just bring him all the way around and clear him on in. Anybody else? Looks like 827's just appeared. What's he wanting? 18 Boise. Well, all of that's out the way. He's at 11. We'll give him 80. We'll give him Boise. We'll give him full pelt. And see you later. Yeah, some sort of code as to whether you've dealt with the aircraft yet or not would be nice. Just, you know, something like that. All right, round you come.
Canton 237, turn left heading 213.
As soon as we see him start to turn left, I'll give him sort of a vector direct to the airport like this.
Heading 163.
May or may not just go slightly off the end. He's got 1/6 left. Yeah, so clearly this guy's 1/6 right. I'm reluctant to clear him now in case it spins this guy off. Remember, this was the guy that already got spun before, so he's going to be glad to get down. Not sure if we're going to get penalised for that. Let's just have a look. 18. All right, we're getting close to being able to set another one up. But for now, well, just, yeah, continue there. 2,140, that's all good. Departures, maybe we got 3 minutes to go. Again, some sort of flashing notification here would be nice to basically let you know that you've got a plane ready to go. Something like that would be cool. Again, once you've sort of dealt with it, the flashing can stop, or even just you click the flash to stop it, anything. Either way, let's see if we can shoot him just yet. Alright, so is it 22 minutes? We did try at 25, it didn't work. 22 seems like it did. As soon as we see him on scope, I will give this guy clearance to land. Of course, we could also give him 1/6 left, but we will just see. Speed and height is on and on, so we can really wait last minute. All right, so the other guy's on scope, so let's give him 1/6. I'll tell you what, we'll give him 1/6 left, just because if we do get a larger aircraft, it will reserve him for 1/6 right. Qantas 396 in your A330-3. Report passing out. And there he's reporting at 1,000. All right, he wants Cordo at what? 16. Well, 16. Unrestricted climb Cordo. Have a nice flight. Ta-ra. And we got a couple more guys passing through Delta 726. He is quite a ways from home. He wants 15 at 270. He is at 15. Direct no bar.
Proceed direct no bar.
And we got British Airways 824. He wants Boise in an Airbus A300. Going back a little bit. 15 at 270, and he is he's already at 15. Hang on, is it really? No, he wants down to 10. Well, drop down to 10. I don't see why not. Boise. And speed at whatever you like. So he's getting dealt with. We've got another one coming through. We've got Qantas 237 rigged up on final. And he's the only one. As soon as he's down, we'll try and shoot some off. I mean, even though I'm reluctant to shoot him off 1/6 right, I'll tell you what, well, let's find out.
Canton 141.
16 right and see if it spins this guy off. I mean, the parallel runways, you'd think not, but nothing is guaranteed, I guess. And who knows if the minimum separation area applies down at the terminal level. We'll have to see. So far, it's not spun him. And looks like we got away with it. Manage deploy. Oh, hang on. A fix is now cheaper than a new waypoint. This is bizarre. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the points down here. And oh my goodness, does it cost to unlock stuff here? Hang on, what's S15? Well, we're nearly there. I guess we'll find out. And hopefully it'll be soon. Let's see if we can pick pace up a little bit. This guy wants Boise. Let's give him it. He wants 18. Let's give him it. And what's Qantas wants no bar. 15. I guess the requested one is the first one. And speed, full pace or whatever you like. No arrivals right now. Another one ready for departure. We'll shoot him off 16. Right, I should say. And as soon as we see him, we'll shoot the other one off 07. There he is, 07. And again, this... Alright, so now at 37, we can't.
Velocity 249, runway 07, you're clear for takeoff.
Alright, and now it's clearing him, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Alright, so this guy wants camber at 17, so we'll give him 17. Unrestricted, clear camber. This guy's coming up as well. Let's speed up. He wants optic. Optic at 13, so that should be well deconflicted with this guy. Again, he's starting his climb much later as well. This guy's starting, so up to speed. Unrestricted, 13, clear optic. This guy wants Cordo. And he wants 18. We'll give him full speed as well, get him out the way. Boise at 18. Looks like he's got everything he wants. Why is he coming this way, though? Boise's over here. Who knows? No bar, no bar. He wants 15. He's got it. This one. Odale 16. He is 16. Let's give him Odale. A lot of these sound deconflicting. We're just going to keep an eye. So this guy's climbing up to 15. This guy is at 15. He is slower. We'll ask him to speed up. We're going to have to ask this guy to slow down. I'll give him 250. Now, if this guy can speed up, well, he's at 270. Obviously, this guy is now off the radar. The other guy, this guy's about to leave. I'll tell you what, I'll give him 270. The other guy was doing 270. And we're getting very close to unlocking this next thing, departure. Anybody else ready? Right, well, 16 right, runway clear for takeoff, Qantas 949. That's what I need, a bit of speech recognition on this. Of course, I'm just saying it to add a little bit of something into it, but they really need... That would be really nice. There was an ATC game with speech recognition. I tried it. It's fucking terrible, by the way. It was unworkable. And as you can tell, it's not the worst microphone I've got. So I realize I get a bit lazy with my pronunciations on time. But, you know, I can try and enunciate my words correctly. And of course, you know, when I'm talking into the phone, I mean, it's like when I'm talking into the phone, I swear, the worse and the more lazily I talk, the more accurate it is somehow, which is bizarre. All right, A380-A also wants optic. Lots of people wanting optic today. You can climb up to... Well, I'd like to see 250 here because 250 is very typical for a climb. 240 is more typical on the descent once you're below 10, right? Of course, the limit's always 250, but 240 for wind miscalculations. All right, he wants 7. I'll tell you what, that's nice and low actually for... So that should well deconflict, so we'll allow him to climb up to 7. He wants 13, he's 15, he's 17, so everyone there looking good. We've got another departure, well, 34 minutes ahead of time. Let's try and clear him off, see if he appears. And apparently he's all good to go, 34 minutes ahead of schedule, so... Who knows exactly? I'll just work my way down the list. We'll see how far ahead we can get. And we are now at 20,000, so let's see whatever this S15 is. Oh, we get to put a new radar down? Right, well, to me, there's a radar that's missing here. We need a radar here. This is a large airspace without. Let's try here. Oh, where is my radar? I clicked here. Where? Oh, this. What's happened to my radar that I just spent 20,000 points putting down? Hey? It says deployed, but I don't see it. Deploy. Where's my radar? Did I just get screwed over on that or what? Where's my radar, man? Qantas 395. Can you see a radar down there anyway? Maybe it takes a while to build. Who knows? But I just feel like I got scammed out of 20,000 points there. I'll be lodging a complaint with whoever. All right, direct O'Dale. Height up to 10. Full pelt. See you later. Now this guy... Oh, yeah, another departure. 16 right, clear for... Now this one, 53 minutes apparently ahead of time. Exactly, it's having it. I mean, I wonder if you could say... I mean, 07 right, in theory they'd be crossing over each other. So actually, 16 left though, and 07 don't look like they would cross. So we'll see if that can be a good one. I guess this yellow line here means runway occupied. Direct no bar. 15.
Maintain flight level 150.
And this guy. Oh, these are going to be close. So what I'm going to do is pull this guy out the way because he's also at 15. Now he wants camber. So my plan is to thread him round behind this guy. I'll tell you what, it's going to be easier if I just keep this guy turning right.
Turn right heading 237.
There we go. And then once he's got past the 180 here, which is going to be now, he's just off radar. We'll give him direct camber, and that's going to ensure those aircraft deconflict. Right, so here's the next guy, O'Dale. He wants 14. He can have it.
And maintain flight level 140.
And speed, you know, unrestricted. Alright, we've got another 744 this time. And once again, willing to accept any runway. Okay, well, down to 5, direct brain, reduce speed.
160.
He's happy, he's happy. He wants O'Dale. I'm just going to give him it right off the bat. He wants 16, we'll give him that. And yeah, otherwise he's happy. All right, next departure then. All right, so we're thinking, let's try it. 16 left and 07. So 07 and 16 left.
761, runway 16 left. You're clear for takeoff.
And hopefully these guys are going to be getting upset over the minimum separation on departure. I mean, they shouldn't do. They're heading in opposite directions almost. Hope everyone's doing okay. All right. Oh no, it's not a DJ session. It's I forget. Please forgive me. Please. Humbada, 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 humbada. No, that's next week. All right, back to ATC. All right, so yeah, these two guys have flung out and they're not conflicting, which is nice to see. So that seems to be working. This guy's direct brain. Everyone else seems like they're sorted. Yeah, so I guess sort of a little easier way once you half figure it out is when you see front and back camber or whatever, Odale. That basically means they're asking for camber and you've given them camber. You know, I guess if you sort everything else out first and then given the waypoint as the last thing that you do, unless you're just going to do everything at once, you can sort of at a glance see that they're happy. All right, so this guy, he wants 11, unrestricted, no bar. This guy wants optic, he wants 13, and no bar, so he's going to swing left. Optic is going to swing right, so if we'd have really thought about it, we'd have given these guys opposite runways. Okay, so I don't forget, I'm not going to clear him to optic, because again, that's going to be my sort of you've done it. I'm going to swing this guy around underneath. This one is climbing. I will give him permission to pick up. What I'm going to do is as soon as I see this guy passing 3, then I'll give this guy clearance to climb up to 13, and then hopefully that will prevent any sort of conflict. You can see right now they're about 700-800 feet apart. And again, is minimum clearance 5,000 or 1,000? Well, we're about to find out, because if it is 1,000, we may just about to get a warning here. We do see they're about 700 feet or so apart. He's at 2. He's at 2.8. And he's having to hold there at 2. Looking good. Looks like they're going to pass. All right, he's up to 3. I'll just give it a couple more seconds just in case the Sierra Fox 34, whatever the hell one of them is, decides to outclimb the 321 extended. And there we go, 3.5. All right, clear to climb up to flight level 130. I guess highly illegal really is ATC, but who knows? All right, no bar. So this guy wants camber. Camber 15.
Flight level 150.
He wants Odale 112.
Flight level 120.
He's got Odale, he's got camber, so everybody once again sorted, at least as it would seem. Oh, the Qantas 923 dropped down to 2. He's already speed 140. This one here, well, dropped down to 5. 190. And he's happy to take any runway also. We'll give him direct brain for now. And the 744 will allow him to get a bit further to the end than I think a right-hand turn, just because that favours the radar coverage. And we'll stick him in on 16. We'll give him 16 right. Yeah, I think by the time... Alright, let's pick up the pace. By the time that turn... Oh, yeah, easily. Hang on. We got a separation issue here. Oh, yeah, he's dropping through 15. He is at 15. Alright, he will be clear, but just too close for comfort, I guess. It's gonna give me a punishment, no doubt. I mean, there was never a risk of conflict there. They were just too close on the separation front. Either way... 923 is now all shaken on his confidence. We'll give him 16 left, I think. And this other guy that's coming in behind, we can drop down to 3.
Canton 468 heavy speed at 140.
Oh, he's still ways high. Forget that. Back to 19. Everybody else, I can't see. All right, departure. We'll shoot him off 16 right.
New Zealand 276, runway 16 right. You're clear for takeoff.
And we've not yet cleared this guy, so I guess really it should have been... Well, look at this. 1-6 left is green. I'm just thinking if I do, these guys are going to be conflicting as soon as we give the permission. Sort of reluctant to do so, but we have seen if we shoot off on opposite runways, as you'd expect, it doesn't get funky about the near collision, and as it shouldn't. Well, this guy looks like he's setting up. We've cleared him in for 1-6 left, so I guess he doesn't grab it until he's close, which is nice.
Canton 468 heavy.
We'll keep this guy visual.
6.
Right, A320 coming in at 18. Well, we'll drop him down to 5, speed 190, direct brain. Anybody else we've not dealt with? This guy, of course, Optic, you're cleared to go. Apologies for the late clearance there, max speed 180. This guy, O'Dale, 12, is happy. This guy, 16. He's got his. All right, 22. I'm just thinking, Joe, it feels like I want to try a different, slightly more challenging setup now. S15, still frustrated about that. All right, I'm going to try one airport just briefly, and then that's going to be it for this stream. So for those guys who have not yet saved, I'll tell you what, we'll save that. Just call it first go, and I'll take a look at that. Still using the underscores on file names because I am from MS-DOS days where you had 8 characters, and if you wanted a space, you did underscore. And then being onto the HTML kind of thing way back in the day, of course, spaces were not really, they were %20 or something, weren't they? Which was a mess, so you just did your underscore. It's kind of stuck. Bad habit, I guess. All right. Main menu. Hang on. All right, let's just save here. Auto save Sydney. Okay. Let's just call it first. Just in case I ever do want to come back to that. Can't see why I would, but you never know. Unsaved progress will be lost. Yes, okay. New game. Let's try something a little more challenging. So look at this. So here you got 2 airports. We got DBX here, which is looks like 2. Kansai 2 offset, which could be awkward. LAX here and surrounding areas. Well, we got 3 airports, and looks like most of them are parallel approaches, but yeah, that could be funky. London, we've got Heathrow, Gatwick, and oh, clue what that one is. EGLF? What the hell? No idea what that one is. And we got Denver. Well, that's that insanely large. Frankfurt. I tell you what, Frankfurt, and I guess this is Frankfurt and the order, I think. Quote, the departures on this were always real low. Deliberately held low so that Frankfurt could depart over the top without any conflicts. I'll tell you what, Frankfurt, for old time's sake. Okay, setting what we got here, sandbox. Well, we'll leave everything here as is. Fuel, I'd never noticed that before. RP, initial RP, whatever that is. Oh yeah, your points. So you can increase the points. Oh, we're keeping everything here. What we got, default. All right, I see, okay. Number of flights. Oh, we've got normal. Number of arrivals. Which is kind of, what's the difference between flights and who knows? All right, well, let's up the arrivals a little bit because those are, I think, are the most fun out of them all. We'll give that 1.5. We've got extra airports. Let's hit it. All right, plenty of MSAs for the area, and this particular MSA area is 2776. I've been up there several times in the real world. Big radio tower on top of a mountain there. Loads of people, you know, obviously go visit. They've got picnic areas. You always got bikers up there. And of course, commanding views of the local areas here. We're talking Hessen in, as well, in terms of Western Germany, it's in the center. Of course, EDF is Frankfurt. Again, I'm guessing this was Frankfurt and the you know, the other little airport, but yeah, never been. Don't quote me. I just know that they do got the low departures. All right, let's pick up the pace then. Tabak, Tanjo, Speza. This is a real ANAV point. I recognise this one, Speza. These, while there may be not any that I've used, but I've certainly used Speza here on several occasions, especially when coming in from the Munich area. Yeah. Somewhere over here is another well-used one that I use. Oh, what's it called now? Oh, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. There's something with an O. Oh, it escapes me now. Something with an O. Big time point from the UK. Probably everything filters through that point from the UK. Alright, we've got departure ready. Right. Well, in real world Frankfurt, they shoot everything off 18 where possible, and then use the other 3 runways for arrivals. Sometimes using this little one here as well for departures. 25 center, it's, you know, used for large departures when the wind is, but generally it's 18. So we'll shoot this guy off 18 per the standards. Pick up the pace. And yeah, so once again, the abysmal radar coverage here. TAP 376, the E3190. So we'll drop him down. Well, look, we could drop him down to 3 safely. Usually, all right, so if the peak there is 276, I'm not sure if it's exactly that, but if it is, the MSA typically would be 3776. They'd round that off to 3.8. Yeah, MSA is always the maximum obstacle, and they add 1,000 on as well for well, for good luck. Either way, if we drop this guy down to 5, we'll slow him down to 240. Do I get to put my point down? No, because you start from 0. All right, I don't like that. Surely you can add the points on, especially when we're looking for something ridiculous, 600,000 points to get whatever that is. All right, this guy, whatever you want, the height you want, the speed you want. And here we go, the 190. All right, dropping through. And it's the runway 25s. All right, so we'll swing him in. In real life, you've got a star, you know, the stars sort of come down through here if you're coming from the top side, and you get, then they split off into 2. One winds around this way, one winds around this way, parallel to the runway. And then again, you know, the controllers just bring them in across as and when. So kind of.
Air Portugal 376. Turn left heading 204.
Well. Alright, a shed load of arrivals. DHL 803. He wants Frankfurt as well. Alright, drop down to 5. Reduce speed 190. We'll have this on this guy. Sorry, this side. So.
Turn right heading 041. Air Portugal 376. Turn left heading 081.
Alright, DHL is 777. 13. He wants Frankfurt and all. Does actually look like this gives you the option to stick them down on 18. Again, not anything I've ever seen, but undoubtedly it's happened at some point for some reason. Alright, pick up the pace. Of 100x. Alright. Oh, another one. IL-76, as if. A Russian transporter. Alright, we'll drop you down to 5 then, and you can snuggle up behind the 190. The 190.
376. Turn left heading 073.
Down to 2. We'll drop this guy down to 2 as well.
Turn right heading 058.
This guy down to 5.
And
And reduce speed to 190. This one is at 250. Let's give him 240.
1 heavy, reduce speed at 240. Lufthansa 638 heavy.
Alright, British Airways. So this is more like it. So the British Airways here coming from the northwest, as you'd expect from the UK. Alright, both these guys dropping down to 2. This guy now wants to come down to 2, reduce to minimum because it's going to start getting tight. We'll give him, I want to give him 150 just for now.
Lufthansa 638 heavy, reduce speed at 150.
Alright, let's clear him in for 25 right.
Air Portugal 376, runway 25 right, clear to...
Now we've seen what happened with the parallel approaches last time. We'll drop him down to 10, reduce speed to 40. Oh, this is actually so much harder than before. So far everybody wants Frankfurt. We'll drop him down to 11 to ensure those two remain deconflicted.
Flight level 110.
And yeah, alright. This guy then clearing 25 left. I think by the time he pulls out this turn, this guy will be okay. Let's hope that is the case. Alright, departures, 1 ready, 18 right, off you come.
Lufthansa 141, runway 18, you're clear at takeoff.
Right, this guy here, another one for Frankfurt. He's in at 12. Alright, bring him round this way. Drop down to 6. He's turning final. He's descending down to 2. Let's give him a little bit more.
Turn left heading 045.
This one here can drop down to 2.
Maintain 2000.
Hopefully here this is going to work out all right. I do like the VATSIM control board where you can actually grab, when you click on an aircraft, you get the label, you can actually move the label around as well. So it, you know, not just move the label to be out the way like this, but you can move the label in any which way that you want to sort of give yourself little hints like, oh, if the label's up this way, it means this. If it's that way, it means that. And of course, each to their own in that regard. Feel like I'm missing that. All right, I'm going to set this guy up. Looks like the DHL there is about established on 2.5. Oh, he's ways too high. I can't believe... Oh, no, he's right. I'm mixing him up with this side. All right, in you go, 2.5 right. This guy, continue dropping down to 2, and we'll vector him. He's going to need a little bit of space, reduce speed 160 and all. This guy's already dropping down. All right, this guy, Toback, climb up, unrestricted. And, oh, we've got one guy here that insists on taking off runway. Ah, I see. Okay, he's at the other airfield. All right, the first one we're going to throw off. Here, clear to go. 2-1. Right, he's clearing 2.5 right. Pick up the pace a little bit. He's descending. Let's bring him back around. He's descending down to 2. And yeah, he's ready to turn final. We'll just move him this way now. Got the mine here flowing through. This one here. Or the Rhine. They call it the Marne. They don't call it the Rhine. Frankfurt AM Marne. All right, so Ruski there looks like he's on final 2.5 right. Have a good and contact ATC. Bye-bye. And the 7 here. He's already down to 2,000. I see no reason why we can't. Let's try 2.5 center approach. He can vector himself on in. And the 744. He's now also down to 2. British Airways coming through, can drop down to 5. We've got the Frankfurt one here. 13, we'll bring him over here. He can drop down to 5. And the departure out there can go wherever you want to go. And the height and the speed. Yeah, this is more of a challenge. We've got so many more coming in. Look at this. A350 here. He's up at 18. Well, let's drop him down to... let's drop him down to 10. And we'll slow him down to 40. We'll drop this guy down to 10 and slow him down. He's already at 230. Let's bring him down to 220. And he's just gone outside radar picture there, so we'll double him back round. All right, this guy. All right, and then you clear to land 25 left. British Airways drop down to 2 and reduce speed minimum approach. And then as soon as that happens, we'll try rig him up for 25 right. Again, parallel approaches, at least at Sydney, were in effect, and Frankfurt I know for sure are. We've stuck this guy down 2.5. It looks like Frankfurt, what's this? Somebody ready to shoot off? Well, you are. This one here. Well, nobody else apparently, at least not yet. More coming in all the time. Another one for Frankfurt. Right, we'll drop down to 10 at least for now. Speed 240 and vector yourself overs there. Oh my goodness, more.
Lufthansa 726 heavy, turn left heading 092.
Yeah, you can stay there for now. This guy, well, have whatever you want. 18 speed, mapping, just get out of my sight. We're too busy. This guy here wants Speza 13.
Flight level 130.
And yeah. Alright, so Tobak there, he's gone. Surely that gives us something. Do we got anything we need? I don't understand this. Why, as our score goes up, does the price move up? It seems ridiculous. Either way. Alright, British Airways clear to land 25 right.
191, runway 25 right.
He's cleared to land 25 left. This guy dropped down to 2. Reduce speed 140. The guy behind down to 2 and 140 as well. Right, the A320, he's down to 5. That's fine. This guy's down to 10. Continue dropping down to 5 and reduce 190. This guy is at 230. You can expedite to 240. Drop down to 10 and same sort of direction, please. Another A320 in our area of responsibility. One in Frankfurt. Well, I don't see why you're dawdling ways back there at 230. Come on, pick up the pace. Still above flight level 100, for goodness sake. By the way, Frankfurt, one of the airports where when you depart in, there is no 250 at 10 restriction. You are clear all the way up to whatever your flaps up maximum speed is once you raise the flaps, unless your SID explicitly tells you otherwise. Not many airports let you do that, and Frankfurt does, I guess, because it's such a busy airport. I was going to say Air Force, but what am I talking about? Alright, so British Airways there, he's set up 25 right. This guy here is dropping down to 2. This guy wants Frankfurt. Can't believe I missed him. He's at 18. Well, we'll bring him down to 5. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give him 6 just because we do got traffic. We'll set him up over here. We've got another departure here. What looks like Ryanair shooting out there. Well, yeah, no reason why not. Oh, he's already been sorted, has he? He has. Spezia, Mappig. Anybody else? Another 320 coming into our area of operations. Well, we'll drop him down to 10.
560. Descend and maintain flight level 100.
We'll drop this guy. Now let's try one of these shortcuts. Shift. Drop him down to 6. Alright, so we'll give him 8. He's dropping down to 5. This guy's all rigged up on final. Speed, everything looks good. Give him 140 until established, please. The DHL here is, we're still waiting on him to descend down to 2. Same with this guy. That's all fine. No, 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 no. Oh, thank God you can hit escape and let go. It's this guy I'm wanting.
Heading 320.
We'll just give this guy a couple more track miles. All right, it's DHL A320 down to 5. Let's drop him down to 4. This A320 down to 6. We can drop him down to 5. And right-hander. What am I talking about? Stay at 6. This guy's clear for 5. Actually, let's reverse that decision. 5, 6. Slow him down. And yeah, hang on, where are we here? 240. Right, British Airways 319 is about to establish. DHL will give him clearance. The gap's kind of tight in it. I'll tell you what, we'll give him 25 left. Seemed to work before. And then this guy, we'll try and sneak him back round for 25 right. Hopefully that'll work nicely. This guy coming here down to 4. All right, we've got one out of Frankfurt ready to shoot. 18. And what's this? Have we got enough points? No. What happens if I click on it and it's... I think this is going to be a suitable one. What? I can put down a point? What the hell? What kind of game is this? Hey, now you deleted it again. Deploy. All right, there we go. There we go. Very nice. Right, 25 left. This guy can now proceed direct to our custom waypoint, which I want to rename to something more friendly. Games. I tell you what, there is something... This is the most addictive ATC game I've ever played. Now, again, I played about 5 or 6, and most of them, if not... Well, let's just be fair. Most of them suck. Some of them are all right. Some of them on the mobile are actually surprisingly good for a mobile game. But despite the lack of SIDS and stars on this, there's something I like about it. It's rewarding being able to pop your own points down. Not entirely sure what's going on with the radar, at least at Sydney. I tried to put one down, it didn't work. Some may say it's because you tried to put it down over the sea. Well, there was already radars in over the sea, so I don't see why that should make any difference at all. Drop this guy down to 2. Right, we're here. Very intuitive, the way it works. Oh, no, no, no. Hate that when you're clicking on the wrong guy. Alright, this guy... He's set up for 25 left. Okie doke. Well, let's set this guy for 25 center, whether it makes a difference or not. All right, this guy. You see why I held him up at 4? Because they're departing here at 2. We can drop him down to 2 now. This one wants 16. He wants Maypig. And we'll let him go. Spezza 13. He's fine. And yeah, okay, so the 6,000, slow down please, 190. Down lower, pick up the pace. Yeah, actually, give 240. I want a bit more separation between you two. And Lufthansa, oh, he's off screen. Hang on! Alright, so Delta 607's off screen. So the easiest way to deal with that is to say 607. Come direct to games, please. Seeing as we can't see you, the other guy I'm going to give direct games as well. They are offset height-wise, so that should be fine. Delta 560, also direct games. You can come down now to 7 and reduce, well, maybe 220. It's going to start getting squashed. Yeah, this guy,
Off wind 142. Turn right heading 22 behind.
Not sure why some of these... I see. Okay, so you've got one stuck in and it... I don't know, for some reason we can't. Anyone else ready? DHL 305, runway 18, Frankfurt, clear for takeoff.
Lufthansa 305, heavy, runway 18, your letter takeoff.
I don't know why they had to pick the most robotic, ridiculous sounding auto voice ever. There's a lot of voices and sound packs, and even the built-in Windows one sounds 10 times better than that. Either way. Alright, looks like this guy has finally popped out at 6. Continue descending down to 2. Speed. And...
Turn left heading 17 behind.
this guy is setting himself up for 25 center. The A320 here, drop down to 140, and again we'll thread him around the back, potentially looking for 25 left. 305 is popped up on radar. We've got one guy passing through. He wants 11, and Rhinex. Those appear to be deconflicted. Shell 560, 327. He wants down to 2. Well, due to the terrain, no can do, as well as conflicting traffic. I'll tell you what, DHL will give him 5. And you can come drop down to 6. Start reducing speed. Is DHL here direct games? He is. Alright, final approach looking very messy indeed. This guy rigged up for 25 center. This guy, minimum approach. This guy, oh, this is going to be terrible. Right hand turn, right hand turn. Maintain 3000. Otherwise, we're going to get a conflict here. The A320, he's 25 center. I'm wanting to give him 25 right.
Turn right heading 278. Runway 25 right, clear to land.
I assume we can do that. Are both of these guys, are all of these guys satisfied? Here's... Yep. Great. Alright, this guy dropped down to 4. That lets this guy drop down to 5. He's 190, that's fine. United's 296. Contact the tower, 25 center. This guy, 25 right. Let's see then if these parallel approaches is going to go down. AOA, here at 200 and some knots. Reduce speed immediately.
Off wind 142. Reduce speed at 140.
I mean, that's going to go. And this guy, come on, keep spinning.
607. Turn right heading 087.
Now this guy.
171. Turn left heading 336. Turn left heading 305.
Let's pick up the pace a little bit. He's at 3, that's fine. All right, this guy can drop down to 2. This one can drop down to 3. This one can drop down to 4. Right, so somewhat parallel approaches kind of seems to work. Okay, I doubt you can have 3 on the boil at once. All right, we're going to clear this one in for 25 left. And then we'll drop this one down to 2.
Turn right heading 183.
Reduce 140. This one, pick up the pace to 150 till established. And this one, he's down at 2. Add 20 degrees right for track. Miles. Want to thread him in behind. DHL 560, he's still direct games. British Airways 5725. Welcome direct games down to 6. Wish it needs voice recognition, does this? It really, really needs it. Alright, so this one, 25 left, kind of cutting up the course there, but I think he's going to get it. This one here, alright, move in. This, oh shit, oh balls.
Lufthansa 171, turn right heading 008.
Yes. DHL 726. Apologies. Hope your TCAS got you squared away. 25 right CTL. And this one now.
Clear to land.
We'll give him 25 center and we'll see how that's going to work. DHL 171, 25 center. Go get it.
171, runway 25 center. Clear.
He's 140, he's 150. I'm going to give him 160. And again, I believe max speed is 160 or less on final. Anything else and it's going to spin him off. And that should hopefully help these guys deconflict. All right, DHL 560 is on the screen. Drop down to 2.
560, descend and maintain 2000.
And we can drop this guy down to 3.
Speedbird 725, descend and maintain 3000.
And we got more guys here. All right, this one. Oh, our first approach into this guy airport. Didn't see him. Drop down to 3.
3000.
And that's going to work. Also reduce speed 140. This guy wants Frankfurt. Make your ways over to games, actually. Drop down to 7. Speed 240. This one wants to be down here. Okay, down to 10 for now. We'll try and keep him inside 200. And we got another Frankfurt guy over here. Right, down to 11. And there. Actually, no. Keep your speed on. We've got it. All right, so this guy 25 right. This guy 25 center. This guy, reduce final approach speed and 25 left. CTL. Not sure if he's going to... we'll have to see. I tell you what, abort landing clearance. We'll manually thread him in behind here. He's up at 3. Increase speed 240 knots. We'll try and get some separation between these guys. He's at 140. Come on. Open up because you're next in at 7. We've got Boeing 747 in at this. Again, I think it's is it Seinfeld or is it Andor? I forget which way round, but it's a tiddler of an airbase. He's down to 3. He's Frankfurt. He's down to 10. Right, we'll give him 5.
586 heavy, descend and maintain 5000.
And we'll have to swing this guy back round.
Turn right heading 162.
Alright, what's the situation over here? Okay, nearly ready. A couple more seconds. And there we go, 25 left. Vector yourself in. This guy is still there, so we'll drop this guy down to 5. And he is direct brains, which is fine. So these guys ready to go. Runway 21. Again, this weird little base here. Alright, 2-1, off you go.
Runway 21, you're clear for takeoff.
And we'll swing this one guy around here. And then as soon as he drops anywhere near 3, we'll clear him in for, looks like, runway 21 at that place. This guy here's at 5. We'll ask him to drop down to 4. Speed 140 or minimum approach rather. And same again. Now this one. Oh, yeah, nice. Well, that's a bit of luck, a stroke of luck. He wants to be out the way. Alright, British Airways 725. Drop down to 2 and rig yourself up for 25 right. Speed 160. And we can bring him down to 3. Speed 240. Alright, another Frankfurt one here. Down to 5. This Frankfurt one. Down to 4. He's lower any case. And to reduce speed, both of these need to be 240.
Airbridge cargo 340 heavy, reduce speed to 240.
Alright, this one.
Ryanair 205. Turn left heading to
2-1 clear to land. This one. This way and down to 3.
Maintain 3000.
And this one, I'm just going to give him brains for now. Drop down to 10. Miracle, we ain't crashed anyone yet, but... Right, so he's 2-5 right. He is rigged up nicely. Lose your speed. There he is. He's below 160, so that's going to work. Here we got 3-4-5. Actually, yeah, direct brains. Direct games. I said brains. That was a fix last time. I'm wanting this guy here. Oh, he's already down at the right height. He's looking good. All right, this guy down to 2. This guy down to 3. Minimum approach. Down you go. Keep this one at 190. And we'll start bringing him round. And with that, rather, this guy can come down to 4, reduce to 190 also. All right, this guy is he's all set up. We'll rig him in there for 2-1. All right, this one. Shveza, he wants 11. He's got 11 speed. He's at 190. I assume that's what he wants. We'll leave him there. He wants 16 mapping. This one wants 13 at Rhinex. Well, all of those by magic deconflict. Not by magic, I mean luck. I guess depends which way you look at it. All right, this one, he's all good to go. I'm going to give him 2-5 left. Let's see if we can squeeze one of these others in. Drop down to 2. And I think actually we'll just give him 2-5 right off the bat. And with that, this one can drop down to 3. He's still going direct brains. Departures, DHL 649, runway 18, CTO.
Lufthansa 649, runway 18, you're clear for takeoff.
All right, I think that's more than enough for a first time. Hope you enjoyed it here. ATC at Frankfurt. For those interested, the game is called, let me remind myself, that's it, Air Traffic Greenlight. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, wherever in the world you may be.